Everybody, Jared Little with Kingdom Candidates, Church Staffing Made Simple. Today we're going to be unpacking this whole notion of church staffing made simple. Do I believe that church staffing is simple? The answer, absolutely not. I do not believe that church staffing is a simple process. In fact, I think it's one of those unique ways, unique opportunities that God uses to really stretch a church, to bring issues to the table, issues up, and for God to ultimately refine, to refine who you are as a church. See, if you do church staffing properly, you're going to take a step back. You're going to say, who are we? What's our vision? What's our strategy? What's our values? What are we doing really well? What are we not doing well? Where are we not living out our values? Perhaps if you do it well enough, you're going to find that, you know what? We actually have aspirational values. There's things that we value as a church that we don't necessarily have on paper. But see, that takes reflection. The other part that church staffing can be very, very complicated is that you have to vet all these candidates. Like, what do you do with if you have 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 candidates that are applying to your one job? How do you vet all those resumes, all those videos, all those sermons, all the worship? You think of all the worship videos that applicants post if you're post for you to see if you're hiring a worship pastor. All this information, statement of faith, philosophy of ministry. How do you organize all this? How do you manage all this content? And the answer is a lot of churches are going to say dump it on an admin. Right? You're going to identify an admin and say, hey, I want you to organize our applicants. Well, there's a cost, there's a loss there. That's actually going to cost you. We did a quick math on the potential of how much it can cost a church in the process of just having an admin organize all the applicants. And it comes up to anywhere from $1,500 to sometimes $3,000 worth of time just to organize applicants. And so we've stepped in with, as Kingdom Candidates, Church Staffing Made Simple, we've stepped in with organization, we call it our HR technology, where we encourage churches to post all over the place. All the big, you know which ones they are, all the big job boards, and to drive your candidates to one location. And then what's beautiful is your candidates operate as your admins at the same time. They upload all the information that you want, that you ask for. You get to hear their story, you get their philosophy of ministry, statement of faith, you get those personality assessments if they've done them. We have a pre-built-in questionnaire where you can find out candidates, their background, ministry experience, their theology, the leadership questions, how well do you lead people, talk about a time you did really well, talk about a time you didn't lead some people so well, do you have experience leading people, how do you lead volunteer versus paid staff, the difference between the two. We have all of this pre-built into our technology, and we've done this for one reason. We want church staffing to be sustainable for every church. Now, one of the things I get asked often is because staffing is so hectic, is should we hire consultants? And I have no problems with staffing consultants. I think they're great. And there's that saying that no profit comes from within. I think having an outsider come in and look at who you are and how to bring the best candidate to that, it can be very, very helpful. That said, I do have some issues. I struggle with how much some of the bigger staffing firms charge to help churches find their candidates. I don't think it's a sustainable model. Okay, I don't think it's a sustainable model for a process that can be very complex. Hiring is complex, but it can be simplified, and that's where we come in. Hey, look, Kingdom Candidates, church staffing's made simple. Do we make church staffing simple? Ready? The answer? No, we don't. But what do? We simplify. We simplify an already complex process, and we save you thousands of dollars in the process. And I think the proof is in the pudding that we have seen churches. God has blessed so many churches. And our desire to see churches hire the right candidates and to be efficient and sustainable in hiring on their own. God bless you. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We also do offer consulting services at a much reduced rate than the big dogs, because we don't believe that you hiring the right candidate should gut your bank account. So God bless you. Reach out to us. Talk to you later.